How's it going, guys? TechTrash here, back with another Electricians guide, and today we're going to take a good in-depth look at the counter. And if you want, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this in the future. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay guys, so this right here is the counter, and it does exactly what you think. It counts, and when it hits a given target value, it will allow power to pass through it. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So there's 4 inputs and outputs on the counter. Okay, so first on the bottom we have the power in. At the top we have the pass through, or what you could think of as the power out. On the right top we have the increment counter. In the middle we have a decrement counter, and on the bottom we have a clear counter. Okay, so for the counter to operate, power is needed through the power in line. Okay, so you can see from this switch we've got that going into the power in. Okay, and that's just provided the counter with power, so we'll have a 0 displaying there. Now the other inputs on the counter include the increment counter, the decrement counter, and the clear counter. Okay, so they're pretty simple. Basically, by providing at least one power to the increment input, it will increase the counter's internal value. Okay, so we'll just demonstrate that quickly. So if I turn on this timer switch, it will allow power through the increment counter, which will increase the value of the counter. Okay, so let's do that quickly. Okay, so we allow power through the increment counter. The value has increased by 1. Let's just do that again. You see? Very simple. So if we look at the decrement counter, it just does the opposite. Okay, so if we allow at least one power to pass into the decrement counter, the counter's value will decrease. Alright, pretty simple. So let's show that. You see, it's decreased by 1 and back to 0. Okay, and of course the clear counter, when provided with power, will reset the counter's value to 0. So let's just change the value using the increment counter, and here the clear counter will demonstrate when powered it resets the counter's value to 0. Okay, so pretty simple. So what's special about the counter? Well, when it hits a target value, it will allow power to pass through it. So we can set the target value by hovering over the counter, holding a set target, and you can set the target here, which will allow power to pass through. So let's just set it at 5 for now. Okay, so we've set the counter's pass-through value to 5. So let's allow some power through the increment counter to increment the value. 1. So when it hits 5, it should power the light above. And yep, there we go. Good stuff. Pretty simple as well. It can look pretty complicated on the surface, but it's really simple. Okay, so then if we want it to reset to 0, hit allow power into the clear counter, and it deactivates the pass-through, you see. Let's just do that again. Our target value is 5. Okay, so we hit 5 and it powers the siren light. So if we decrease by 1, you see, so anything under the target value will stop the power. Okay, pretty simple, eh? And this is just a test setup to allow you to kind of understand how the counter works, and this is really easy to set up. Just a counter, a switch to the power in, 3 timed switches into each of the other inputs. Really simple. So this is a cool little sort of test case you can use to get familiar with the counter. Alright, cool. So let's just run through that again. We provide power to the increment counter. It increments the value of the counter. We provide power to the decrement counter. It decreases the value. And if we provide power to the clear counter, it resets the counter's value to 0. Okay. And then if we stop providing power to the power in, of course the counter deactivates completely. Alright, cool. I hope you enjoyed. Pretty simple. Alright guys, well that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you find it useful. They're a pretty cool item and they're going to be really helpful. You can build some pretty cool stuff with them, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. There'll be another video soon, more Rust, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll see you later.